Welcome to the Conversation Colons podcast. I'm your host, Damian, my co-host, Jared.
Hello.
Yes,
Hopefully you can hear me this
you can
week.
hear him. I would like to apologize. OBS, when I plugged in my camera for the first time, decided to reset everything. And so I fixed my mic, and I chose the option that I used before to record Jared. That no longer works. So I fixed it, though. So hopefully you hear him now. It's good to go. At the end of the show, I'm taking last week's clip where I was talking about Ryan West Industries. That'll be at the end of the show. So if you want to learn about car waxing, some good products, it'll be at the end of the show once we say our goodbyes. So thank you once again, Ryan West Industries, for sending us those products. They work really well. I used them on my car, and it sparkles very nicely. And then at the end of the show, I'll have a special announcement that Jared doesn't even know about. So you guys will be hearing something before, or you'll be hearing something the same time as him. Why are you doing that?
I don't know. Stellar news, my guy.
That's a racist symbol.
How do you figure?
That is the KK. Have you not seen the people?
Mia.
Have you seen the people complaining about the OK sign being racist and meaning white supremacy?
Wasn't that like 2 years ago though? Wasn't it like at an Indians game like in 2018? They were like, "This is white power," and I'm like, "You're retarded."
Do you remember that kid who defended himself in Kennesaw? His name was like Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever. He was like that kid under 18 with the AR-15. People were like beating with a skateboard or whatever.
Vaguely.
Anyways, today he when he was walking out of something, he gave the OK symbol, and people were calling him a racist.
Well, it's because people are literally brain dead. So
right.
That'll happen.
So let's get into it. Our first announcement is Call of Duty is doing.
On. You almost forgot the most important part of every week.
That's right.
Brewskis.
I've
got a Mike's Hard Peach Lemonade. Damien doesn't have anything. He's got a Coke. But you know what? Guess what? Twinning, because I have an extra drink.
Yeah, I forgot to go to the store. Nice. So Call of Duty's doing like a season 1 revamp. So
oh boy.
We weren't supposed to get a zombies map until the beginning of season 2. So they're just saying fuck it, and Firebase Z, which we talked about on the podcast, I talked about it 2 months ago. So if you want that inside detail or insider knowledge, I got you right here. I've been talking about this shit for months. So
yeah, he just gets his insider knowledge from other people, though.
That is correct. Not gonna lie. You don't have to call me out like that. Anyways, Firebase Z, it comes out sometime within the next month. It may be next weekend. They announced League Play is finally returning. So we haven't had a League Play since Black Ops 4. So it's been a long time. It's going to be ranked. You're going to get a rank, and that'll determine who you face. So I'm excited for that. That is all I will be playing for the rest of this game.
That means I might have to start playing that game again.
Yeah, there will be no longer playing normal multiplayer because this is horseshit. I'm tired of shotgunners and snipers and pistol people.
Yep, fair. Maybe I'll actually enjoy the game again.
They also double weapon XP for the next like 2 weeks, I think. And then Express, which Black Ops 2 map, that is the one where the train would come in the middle.
I like that one.
Yeah, that map is back. So that will be.
I like laying on the tracks where the train wouldn't go and making people angry because I was camping.
Yep. So I remember playing Search a ton on that game. It was great for competitive Call of Duty. I'm sure I'll make it into the rotation. So I'm guessing we'll probably get Standoff here soon. They've been doing a lot of Black Ops 2 stuff. So we'll probably get Standoff, and we'll probably get like more Black Ops 1 games or maps like Studio's the Black Ops 2 version, but Firing Range, stuff like that, we'll get more of those. And maybe like a few Black Ops 4 maps like Frequency, because that's a really good one. Yeah, that's really it. They're calling it like a mid-season reboot. It'll be interesting to see when season 2 launches what zombies content they will release, because you gotta remember all these zombies maps are free.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for anything.
I'm excited for these new zombie maps because it'll give me a reason to play that game.
Well, you played a lot of the first zombies. Like the first zombies map.
I did. I played a lot of it, and I kind of miss playing it, but I've been playing other shit. Still need to finish Cyberpunk.
Yes, you do.
I'm trying to not play zombies. Trying to not play zombies until I beat Cyberpunk.
Which
Minecraft and Madden. That's about it.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Madden. I forgot to put it on our notes. Cyberpunk came out and said that they are going to be updating the game a lot, obviously. But the free DLC will still be coming this year. For the two big expansions or whatever, but it'll be later in the year.
That'll be exciting.
But
also, I love how you called it our notes when I just have a blank white screen up as light because you didn't give me notes this week. So
it's fine. It works better
his
that way.
Notes.
Yes.
No, only because you have surprises and shit for me that I'm not allowed to see.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I could pull up fucking let's see. Oh, Game Show Awards. This was a few episodes ago. Yeah, look at that. Oh wow.
So what are you wanting from this new zombies map?
Good.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I've done a lot of ignoring of Call of Duty lately. I've not watched any content for it. Even like one of the big zombie YouTubers I watch still, Tim Hansen. I
love
watched
him.
like 2 or 3. I love him. He's awesome. I watched 2 or 3 videos from him like on the new map, or the first map I should say, and how like certain things about it with I think there was like spawn rates. He did like a challenge on there, pack punching every gun. Ooh, excuse me. As well as I think he was talking about it was something like he did an Easter egg thing, but there's another thing like speculating future maps. And that's really it. That's all I saw with the maps and zombies. And obviously I love the first map. I try to get you guys to play it, but you know, you guys are fucking boring when they play multiplayer. Yeah, I don't really know what I want from the second one because I didn't know that I wanted what we got. I didn't know that I was gonna like it as much as I did. So that being said, it's something where I'm a little bit on like I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I'm trusting them to make something that like I'll end up liking and wanting that I don't know I want yet. But at the same time, I'm worried that they're gonna flop. Like it was we hit really hard with this first one, but now we're gonna be like every other Call of Duty and slowly deteriorate into nothingness. So we'll see.
You got to get that shot in somewhere.
I know. Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance it'll do good. It's zombies. I mean, it can't be that bad. It'll still be playable. We'll see if it's as replayable as the first map.
Right. I mean, zombies really hasn't hit for me since Black Ops 2. Well, Black Ops 3, I guess. So I think what doesn't help or didn't help was that like we had zombies for World War II and then Infinite Warfare. So a lot of those like content or a lot of those hours I played on those games. So it just like I just it's been too much zombies for me personally. But hopefully it's good. I mean the zombies community is great. Tim Hansen, Noah J, Mr. Dog JD, Mr. Raffle Waffles, like great YouTubers that I love to watch.
Mr. Ruffles.
Yes. Even like some like smaller YouTube channels. I used to watch my favorite zombies YouTubers used to be NZXT. Not NZXT, Next Gen Zombies. They were called they had like a main channel which was Next Gen Tactics, and then they had a sub channel called Next Gen Zombies, and they would do War at War custom maps. And so I've spent an ungodly amount of hours on YouTube like watching zombies content, and I believe my first YouTube video or like YouTube channel that I subscribed to was a zombies YouTuber. His name was Game Vids, and the first video I ever found I believe was him playing Ascension. So I'm doing the flopper hack. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot what map Ascension was from another.
Yep. So yeah. Hopefully Zombies is great. I know Express will be good because it's already a good map. We'll see how the new map or the Zombies map goes. I think they're gonna add new weapons here soon, and then Warzone's still trash. They're doing that. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Still avoiding playing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that to be honest. So big news. This happened Tuesday, I believe. Bethesda announced they are making an Indiana Jones game. And that is being made by Machine Games, who worked on the Wolfenstein games. And I didn't think about this, but someone brought up a good point. This may be the first Xbox exclusive Bethesda game. Because I completely forgot Xbox even bought Bethesda.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, I completely forgot. So that may be an exclusive. That's because Lucasfilm is now opening back up their Lucasfilm games. That didn't go down the right hole. But speaking of Lucasfilm games, voice crack, EA no longer has exclusivity rights to Star Wars games. So no more bad Star Wars games. Hopefully.
Only the first Battlefront was bad.
Well,
The second
Battlefront
one was
2
a
was bad at
major
the
upgrade.
beginning,
Well, okay,
but
once they got rid of the
turned
fucking
into an amazing
thing,
game.
yeah,
Yes.
it really did. It's if anyone hasn't played it since the beginning, go play it now. It's much
Yeah,
better.
it's really good. Actually, it's free on Epic Games, the Celebration Edition. So there's no reason not to have it if you have a PC.
So I paid money for that, and it's free.
Yes.
Cool.
So basically, the way how it worked, or the way it's gonna work, EA is still making Star Wars games, but other companies, which we'll talk about in a second, are making Star Wars games and have been making Star Wars games. So they announced Ubisoft, which Ubisoft Massive is making their Star Wars game. It is going to be an open world Star Wars game, and these people are the ones who made Division 1 and 2. So you're going to get a good open world, some good mechanics, hopefully not too looter shootery, and hopefully they learn from the Division's mistakes. And, it's Star Wars, so you can't
Hopefully.
it's Star Wars, an open world Star Wars game, don't fuck it up. That's all I got to say. Just don't fuck it up. We know we're going to get Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Well, we know.
It's confirmed. The ending basically talks about it. And, it's going to happen. Respawn, they're already making it.
Hopefully they rewrite the canon.
Hopefully. And then a few other companies. And apparently there's going to be like 10 more games announced throughout the year. And so my question to you, Jared, is what developer would you want to see make a Star Wars game? What would that Star Wars game look like? I'll go first so you can think about it. My favorite Star Wars game is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the original Xbox. KOTOR is fantastic. I would love to see, and I know it would never happen, but I would love to see the original BioWare team that made that game come back and make a Knights of the Old Republic 3.
It's fair. I wouldn't mind playing that. I never got into those originally, so I wouldn't
Right.
mind being able to play that again.
And I know they have that
Play it.
MMO RPG, The Old Republic, and I know it encapsulates a lot of those games, but that game's old now, and it's hard to get into. And it's just not. I don't like those kind of those. Diablo is the only game I like that's like that. That kind of top down, like quick and kill, quick and shoot thing.
Yeah,
Um,
the what like dungeon game?
yeah,
I don't know
dungeon
the fucking
crawler.
term. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, I
so
guess.
Diablo's the only kind of games I like that. I don't like WoW or Dota or stuff like that. Like I don't like those kind of things. So I can't get into the Old Republic because of that. But after that, I would really love for them to make a Mandalorian game. I'm pretty sure that's already being made. But I think it's time to stop making new Battlefront games. And I would love for them to go back and remaster Battlefront 2 and just add content to that. Because
The original?
the original Battlefront 2,
Absolutely.
because that
Abso-fucking-lutely.
game was balanced. Go ahead.
Or make the Battlefront 3 that they originally planned and never did.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's so many game modes that are in that game that they've never added to any of the new Battlefronts, like Galactic Conquest or Galactic Assault. A lot of the heroes were perfectly balanced in that game. The maps were fantastic. Like Kashyyyk in that game was fan-fucking-tastic. And a lot better in Kashyyyk in Battlefront 2. So there's in the new Battlefront 2. So there's a lot of stuff that worked well in that game that came out in 2007 or 6. And I feel like I feel like they should just go back, remaster it, and then just add new stuff. So you can add the new trilogy stuff to it, like maps and things like that, and just constantly update it because that game was perfect. They didn't need to make a rebooted series. They had it nailed in right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, like I have really nothing. Like I just want an open world Star Wars game where I can choose to be a Jedi or a Sith or a bounty hunter or whatever and get a good story out of it and be able to like upgrade my character through time or throughout time.
That would be cool. I'll give you that.
What about you, Jared?
So I think there's a few different oh my god. A few different developers I would like to see make a Halo game or fucking Christ.
Star Wars game.
Star Wars game. Bungie, I would love to see Bungie make a Star Wars
There you go.
game in the similar way that a Lego Star Wars game is made, where you can play through like the key points of each of the eras, like episodes
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing after 6 at all. That doesn't exist.
Right.
But I would like to see Bungie do it in this art style from Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST, or like Halo Reach. Not like, obviously not the exact same art style because it's Halo. You don't want to copy it, but like a similar look, like a
Right.
remastered version of that engine. I would love to see that. Another thing I would like to see is, I know that it probably wouldn't happen because, as far as I know, the studio isn't around. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was shut down. But if somehow it came back, Ensemble Studios, who
Oh,
made Halo Wars,
yeah.
I think it'd be awesome to see them make a game based around Star
So
Wars.
like an RTS.
And yeah, like
Yeah.
make it how Halo Wars was, like Halo Wars 1 and 2. Like if it could make like a Star Wars game like that, because there was in the Lego Star Wars Clone Wars game, they had the thing where you could like have these massive battles, and you can like make tanks, you can make ATTEs, you can like do stuff with droids. I loved those. I thought it was really fun. But to see that like in the same aspect as like Halo Wars, that'd be really cool. Other than that, I kind of think it'd be interesting to see, in a similar manner to what you want, like be able to upgrade your character over time, see him become something over time, kind of get a feel of that, but instead of from people you're talking about, get it from like Bethesda maybe, in like a Fallout kind of sense. Not
Right.
obvious, again, I'm not copying exactly, but like in that same, like you upgrade yourself and go out and do shit like those kind of quests. I think that'd be interesting.
Right.
Um, but if anyone makes any kind of Star Wars games, I'm fine with the original trilogy. I'm fine with like the Rebels and the Empire. That's cool. But I really, really want to see, because I know we're going to get a Mandalorian game at some point. I know we're going to get all kinds of stuff at some point. But I really want to see more Clone Wars stuff, because with season 7 and with the end of the Clone Wars TV show, I really think they threw that at us, and then kind of like it just sizzled out,
Right.
compared to with when the movie was out and when the TV show was like for the first 6 seasons. You had Lego sets coming out. You had fucking there are a couple games that came out. You had all kinds of stuff. I'd like to see more of that era, especially like with the story. Like if I could play any kind of game and be there for the Siege of Mandalore, that'd be fucking awesome.
Right.
Something like that. So that's what I'm hoping to see now that Star Wars is open for pretty much
Anyone basically.
anyone to make it. Yeah, and with what's the new thing called with Lucasfilm? It's like Lucasfilm Games or something
Yeah.
like
So
that.
it's going. They're going back to like the Lucasfilm games.
Because I know originally it was called Lucas Arts,
LucasArts. Yeah.
right? Yeah, now it's Lucasfilm Games. I just want to see something good come from that. I want to see. I know they're not going to be like the main whatever, but I
Well, so
want to
they're
see
not
them.
making any games. So they are
They're
publishing.
not okay, but they're not going to be helping with any of the like fine details. They're not.
Nope. So like the
That's
Ubisoft
disappointing.
game, like it's just Ubisoft making it, and then Lucasfilm gives a stamp of approval, and the game gets shipped.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
I'm gonna stop then because
what I
now I'm just
will say,
disappointed.
hopefully they choose correctly. And I mean, Ubisoft makes good open world games. Like so, I mean, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Division 2, like those are pretty solid.
There, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and then we've never had like an open world Star Wars game like that. So the first one, like that's gonna be like that, is gonna be great no matter what they do. Like
That's fair.
so, but the problem that's gonna arise is all these people are gonna start making open world Star Wars games. So how are they gonna set themselves apart? Um,
Yeah.
but
You know,
that's the thing.
as long as like this Lucasfilm studio, game studio, or whatever they're fuck, as long as they don't approve shit, and also as long as they don't block things that could have good potential. Because I feel like you hear stories about games that were blocked. It's like,
Yep.
no one's gonna like that. And you hear a story about it, you're like, that sounds fucking amazing. As long as they don't do that shit, fuck it. Let's see what they got.
Yep. Yep. Um, yeah, when it comes to Star Wars, you got to be careful, especially with games, because Star Wars back in the day used to have so many great games. I mean, you got Episode One Racer, the Bounty Hunter series, Rogue
Mm.
Squadron, um, Jedi Alliance.
There was one on PlayStation Portable, Renegade Squadron, maybe.
Yeah, so
Fucking
they had
love that
Renegade
game.
Squadron, and then they had the sequel to Renegade Squadron, which I forget what the name of that was. There was two of them.
I don't remember.
And then you know, you had Battlefront 1 and 2, and then you had one of the most underrated Star Wars games, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of
Good
the
game.
Sith. Great game. So
You know, talking about there's a game not in a similar art style, but like the episode 3. It was for the PlayStation Portable again, and you played as a Twi'lek, I believe. And you like were some kind of assassin. I'm hoping I can find it. I just googled Star Wars games for PSP. Oh, they had Force Unleashed. That's right, I forgot about that. Okay, also the Renegade Squadron thing I was talking about, that was a Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron, which I couldn't
yes.
remember. Which was great. There was another one. Trying to find the name of it right here. Called Elite Squadron. That's another one that was
Yeah,
pretty
so
big.
that's the sequel. That's what I was talking about.
That's what this. Okay, I've never played that one. The other game I was trying to think of, it's called Star Wars Lethal Alliance.
Yeah.
You play as a Twi'lek, and you have like a droid friend. I've never beaten it, but I played it a ton. Obviously, you've got the Force Unleashed games, which were fucking amazing. There was a lot of like good Star Wars games. Yeah, Star Wars Republic Heroes was really good.
Yep.
Obviously the Lego Star Wars games are,
Yeah.
you know,
So the
amazing.
message literally is to them, don't fuck it up, and make sure that good developers are getting good ideas out there and good games.
Absolutely.
Um,
God, I'm gonna have to replay Rogue Squadron or Renegade Squadron.
well, so that's the thing. Origin has a lot of those games on there.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I've been wanting to play Knights of the Old Republic again, but it's a little wonky out to figure it out. But
Republic Commando.
yeah, the
That was
first
a good
person.
one. I never played it, but that's such a good
It's really
one. I've
good.
seen
Yes.
so many clips of it.
Jedi Academy is really good.
Tonight.
Yeah, Jedi Academy.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to look tonight after to see if I can get Renegade Squadron. First of all, I've got my PSP somewhere in my room. I can just fucking play it. But if I can get it on my PC, I'm gonna play it. Also, I need to see if I can get Force Unleashed. I never finished the second game, but the first one was so good. It had that like being able to upgrade your lightsaber and shit like you got from
Fallen
the new
Order.
one.
Yeah,
Fallen Order. So
Force Unleashed, the first one was really good. The second one, kind of trash. But
well, it's because they cut it off.
Well, yeah, so they rushed it. But dude, Star Killer, I mean, him pulling down a whole fucking I forget what they call it.
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer, yeah. Like
there's a special variant, but yeah.
Yeah, I really wish they didn't decanonize him because he was literally the strongest Force user, and he was just a badass.
I feel like I've heard that the reason they decanonized him was because they made him so powerful because
they
wanted Anakin
and
to be strongest.
It's fair, but like you could have just decanonized like
his power.
Yeah, you could have just made it to where like he's canon, but some of the stuff he did wasn't canon.
Yeah.
But I feel like Anakin, I don't know, pulling down a Star Destroyer is hard. But if Rey can pull fleets like she did in Episode 9, where they thought Chewbacca got killed. Remember how they were holding that there?
Oh, the ship? Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, Anakin could have done that easily. Like,
to be fair, Ahsoka did it.
That is fair. And
if Rey can do it, Ahsoka definitely can fucking do it.
Well, that's the thing. And then Anakin can do it. So I feel like Anakin could fucking pull a Star Destroyer. If he, I know he didn't, but like if we, if they would just let him.
Like the whole, and forgive me for the nerdiness. The whole idea of the Force is if you're the stronger your hatred with the dark side, the stronger your anger, the more power you have. Which there's a thing with like Mace Windu dipping into the dark side to get some of his strength, which is badass. But like Starkiller, there's so much fucking hate in that man. He has so much power to be able to pull that Star Destroyer down. Even Anakin, like Darth Vader, I don't know if he had as much hate as Starkiller did.
Well, no, and that's
Starkiller. I'm not saying it wrong.
Starkiller. Well, and no, and also Starkiller had some dope ass Sith armor. He had the fucking claws on his hand, and like the way he held his fucking dual lightsabers were dope. But yeah, Anakin. I mean, to be fair, Anakin killed some kids, so his hate was pretty strong. But I don't think it was as strong as like Starkiller literally destroying a whole galaxy to fucking come kill Darth Vader. Like, yeah, that game's just top tier. The first one, at least.
It is. Fuck, I need to play it again.
So moving on, our final topic before we get to the announcement. We talked about it around E3 last year. Hogwarts Legacy, which is that open world Harry Potter game. The game I've been looking forward to the most, to be honest with you, got delayed. They announced it earlier this week that they want it to be perfect. They want to give it time, which is fine. I can wait. I waited 7 years for Cyberpunk. I can wait longer. It'll be delayed till 2022, so you'll have to wait another year for that game to come out. So this year's looking a little dry for video games, besides like God of War and Halo. About it.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But
tiniest violin.
right. So now the announcement. So there's a new podcast coming from the show, and it is, we don't have a name for it. It is sports. It's gonna be a sports podcast, and the hosts are me, Jordan, and David. And like I said, no name for that yet. It should be starting in the next few weeks. I just thought of it like a few days ago. Been making stuff work behind the scenes. But it will be covering basketball, football, baseball, and then I know Jordan will want to talk hockey. I don't want to talk hockey, but he can talk hockey if he wants. But yeah, so a sports show for Conversation in Cold Ones. We'll have a name for it eventually. It'll be like this, just more laid back. We'll be drinking as well. Yeah,
well, I'm sure everyone but you'll be drinking.
I'll be drinking. I'll try to.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, that's it. Like I said, once I say goodbye to you guys, the Ryan West Industries part will show up. So if you want to know some parts or some more about like car cleaning, detailing, and some good products, make sure to stay for that. Listen, if you're gonna take a girl out, you can't have an ugly car. Plain and simple. You can't have it be dirty. Might as well get some of these products so that you can take that hot ass girl out. Just saying.
Very good point.
So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Jared, did you have anything to say?
Hope you heard me this week.
That is true. I'll be making sure they heard you. Hopefully.
Yeah, before you upload it this week.
Yes. Well, to be fair, I don't know.
Maybe before I tweet about it too. Maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for listening. We will see you next week. So thank you for listening to the Conversation Colons podcast.
Have a good one, guys.
Alrighty. Well, we have a new possible sponsor. I've been saying. We all have cars and trucks and like to keep them clean. We have ordered many products from other supply companies, polishes, stuff like that, clay bars. Why are you laughing? What? You're throwing me off. You look like a fucking horror villain right now. And you've received some subpar and inflated prices, especially if you buy like mystery boxes. Why are you laughing? So we recently ordered the mystery box from Ryan West Industries, which I'll go over what was in the mystery box in a second, and it was packed full of good stuff. Clay luber, you can never have enough lube. Use this when you clay bar your car to remove any debris in your paint, which Dan bought a lot of because he is tricking out his Tacoma. He bought new tires and he bought the taco. I know. He's bought an ungodly amount of like detailing supplies for his truck. So he recommends Ryan West Industries as well. So that dude's bought fucking $400-$500 worth of like stuff like that for your vehicle. So I listen to Dan. Yeah, you can never get enough lube. They got shampoo. Yeah, he was on there like once, I think. Yeah. You got car shampoo. This stuff foams up like crazy. Thick white creamy foam. We also get some ceramic coating spray. Dan says this stuff's awesome and easy to apply. It literally sheets water off your paint. It's a simple spray on and wipes off for an amazing shine and protection, which I'll show you in just a second. They also give you some alcohol cleaner for the interior and some super soft microfiber cloths. The value of the mystery box was well over $200, and you paid $50 shipped. That's it, just $50, and you get about $200 worth of products. And it's not like garbage, like stuff that's just not selling. Like from the quality that I've seen, what I used on my car, like it actually works pretty well. More reviews and videos of us using Ryan West Industry products over the next few shows will happen with some tips and tricks for keeping your ride spotless clean. Check them out at ryanwestindustries.com. There'll be a link down below. When you order, tell them we sent you, Conversation and Cold Ones. When you make an order, don't forget to order some extra lube. I know Jared always needs extra lube, so make sure you're always prepared with lube. So to go over like some of the stuff we got, so this is their car shampoo, and it comes with some neat little instructions on the back. It's green. It smells pretty good too. Dan said I wasn't allowed to open any of these. I opened them all, smelt them, and used some. It works very well. Sorry, Dan. This is the ceramic coating. So this is the stuff that you should want. It's a little semeny, but this is the stuff you want to put on your car. It helps, water and mud not like stain, right? And then we have the red stuff, which is clay lube, which I should probably put in like the middle of the shot, with also instructions on the back. So yeah. Well, so I moved rooms, so I didn't realize like this room, my aunt's light bulb was going out. So I'm gonna buy a ring light, which I might do after the podcast. And then this is the full thing of alcohol to wipe down your interior. And like I said, take it from Dan. The dude is like obsessed with fucking detailing cars, and Dan like is super like anal about like his cars and trucks looking good, even though Tacoma doesn't look good. Like he's adamant about making it look good. So I mean, he's used their products. He really likes them. We appreciate them for wanting to potentially have a sponsorship with us. I know it was a little scuffed on the reading. I'll fix that later on. But yeah, you got a bunch of their products. They also sent like some microfiber cloths, some spray nozzles so that you can spray it all over. Because that's what you do with lube, right, Jared? Okay. Yeah, make sure you check them out. I'll have it linked down below. And I